2, 3, 4, and all the microphones are on now. Welcome again to another episode of Commenting on Comics with the Pop Culture Peasants. Today we have a guest speaker in our guest seat tonight. His name is Gavin. We're not going to be revealing his last name because due to his privacy that he has reported us for, he does not want to be seen. So, Gavin.
Hi.
Yep. Okay. And of course, we have our normal cast
all of your regular installments.
Yep.
Hello.
Starting off with Reed McKinney.
Vitamin R.
Yep. And we also have Jermis sitting here on the
How
left
you guys
side.
doing?
Yep. And you know who I am. I'm just Calvin. So, yeah, I'm not doing anything else. Just Calvin 159's my
Just being
name.
Calvin.
Just Calvin.
Yeah.
Just Calvin.
Just Calvin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
That's all you
Calvin,
need.
Nothing else.
So, we had a wonderful day today, I believe. If I am speaking for the rest of the
Speak
people.
for yourself, Calvin. No, we all had a good
my
time.
goodness.
We all had a good time.
Yeah, we all
Yeah,
went
it
and
was
saw
a
the
good
new Deadpool 2, which I enjoyed thoroughly. I had a good time seeing it. The laughs in it are really what make the movie for me.
Mhm.
The fact that he's brought back all of the different comedy aspects and then those little stabs in the middle, it was a
Very
good movie. Now, the only thing is, we'll talk about it later, though. Yeah, Reed has some
Deadpool 2
news.
is definitely going to be the main topic. But seeing as this is sort of looming on the horizon, and by looming, I mean it's coming out this week, Solo, a Star Wars story, I was informed a few minutes ago that Calvin is going to actually be breaking his cardinal, not cardinal rule, but he's going to be breaking his word a little bit because I said earlier that I was not willing to pay any more money to see any movie in the Star Wars franchise as long as Disney owns it. Calvin was defending Disney and saying, "Oh, come on, Reed, you're definitely going to see it. I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm not going to see it." But apparently he will be boycotting it as well.
I'm not going to pay to go to the theater. I'm going to pay maybe to get the DVD if I want to and then return it to the store if I feel so
Well, that's all
compelled. Yeah, it is all me.
But I would, Jeremis apparently will be seeing it.
Yeah, I'll go check it out, see what it's about.
So yeah, we're gonna get his.
We'll use his
intake on that.
insight, and then from there we'll go.
Yeah,
I'll probably see it. I just won't. I stand.
yeah. Well,
Cutting out.
none of
enough.
the trailers leapt out at me as being like, "Oh my god!" Like I have to see this
Right.
now. And I actually have a little bit of news here. I was informed by one of my friends, so I had to follow up and confirm. Not that this really matters, but it turns out Lando Calrissian is actually a pansexual. And according to this article by the Washington Post, when it hits theaters on Friday, moviegoers will finally be able to ascertain whether Alden Ricks, whatever the guy playing the younger Han Solo's name is. But viewers will have to look off screen for the answer to another burning question: is Lando Calrissian queer? Like who the fuck cares?
Ha! You're weird.
Who cares?
Silly
Like,
dude.
can
That's
we
not what we
stop-
go to a movie for.
Look, without getting too deep into the politics, can we stop fucking patting ourselves on the back for we have a gay character in our movie, so we're good people? Because that's what
Finally.
it really comes down
Yeah.
to, right?
Yeah.
It comes down to them. Hey, we're good people, everybody. Applause for us. We put a gay person in the movie. Like, who cares?
I mean, that's kind of how 2K Australia did it with Borderlands, the pre-sequel. If you've ever played that, the first
little bit of
character,
it.
A little
no,
bit, yeah.
maybe the third character you meet in the game, Janie Springs, is lesbian.
Yeah.
Like they had to wedge that in there.
Now
like,
I don't care. You know what character did this perfectly? In the Harry Potter series, you find out after the entire series is wrapped up that Dumbledore is actually gay.
well, yeah,
It's
yeah.
not a spoiler. He's just gay.
Hey,
But
I'm
the thing,
a wizard.
but the thing is about Dumbledore, he didn't say, Harry, gay, 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 and look how gay I am, and oh, look at us, we're putting a gay guy in here with a limp wrist and the hacky gay accent. No, they literally were like, this means nothing in the story. It has no bearing on Harry or any other character. It is just, he just happens to be gay.
Hey, Jeremy.
They couldn't do that.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. You know what the difference between a Nazi and a gay guy is?
No.
30 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The funny thing
Oh
is,
my
they
God.
only started out writing
Oh
Harry
my
Potter
goodness.
on napkins. Working in a restaurant, so
Yep.
one point she wrote down Dumbledore's gay on a napkin.
Yeah. But I'm so
Looks
glad
like
that
Harry.
didn't make it into the story because it's like Harry Potter is such a good series that to have that in there would have been like, why does that need to be in here? Like, why
True.
do we need
Yeah,
that?
true.
Who cares if he's gay? Like, people.
Expecto Patronus.
But look, I'm glad that gay rights and all that. I'm completely an advocate
I'm
for
glad
it.
that wasn't a spell.
But can we get over ourselves now? Like, it's okay to be gay
It's
and
happened.
everybody's
It's
fine with it.
happened. Let's
Not
move on.
You know that was the original
Everyone that
spell
counts.
though for Draco Malfoy that backfired into Ron's mouth. It wasn't slugs; it was dicks. Just,
Oh my god.
Oh,
Ooh.
God.
yeah, yeah.
Jeez.
All right, so
Bunch of-
Well then.
yeah,
Well
actually,
then.
on that topic, have you
Segueing
seen?
from that?
Yeah, have you actually seen the new trailer for the most recent Fantastic Beasts film that's coming out soon?
I saw the trailer.
saw
Yeah,
the one
Yeah,
that
I
one
saw
and
the
they-
trailer in Infinity War.
Yeah,
I
that's where we
actually
that
saw
too.
an entire Reddit post, a Reddit thread to say about how gay is Albus Dumbledore going to be in this movie. He's sitting on a desk
He's
with one
playing-
cheek on
he's,
there.
He's played by Jude Law too, which I wasn't expecting. The
Mm-mm.
thing about that movie that really is sticking in my craw is in the books they build up.
That's a new word.
You know what's really chapping my ass, guys?
Sticking in his craw. You know what? I like putting stuff in my craw. Yeah, it's just like keeping it in your prison wallet.
Yeah,
Oh my
sure.
god.
That was great.
My god.
Albus
Put
Dumbledore
that
in
back.
the books is the one who faces off against Grindelwald, who's
Mm-hmm.
being played by Johnny Depp. In this movie,
Ooh.
hang on now, hold your horses, buddy, because in this movie, Albus Dumbledore goes to whatever the main character's name is, the skinny dude. I don't know what his name is.
I don't know either.
Sure,
Newt.
sure, whatever.
Is it
Might
Newt?
have been. I
Yeah,
don't
sure, I'll
remember.
believe-
Son of a bitch! I don't have the movie.
I'll believe you on that.
Can you
It,
fix
does,
that for
it
me?
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He goes up to Newt and he's like, "I need you to fight Grindelwald for me because I'm Albus Dumbledore and I totally can't fight him for some reason." And I'm like, "Okay, so you're sort of torching the backstory a little bit there, but whatever." So I'm not really looking for Dumbledore to do too much in this movie, which is kind of disappointing. Because I was really holding out for a battle between those two in their younger days, because that would have been fucking sweet, man.
Newt. Yes, Newt Scamander. I found it.
All right. Well,
Man, I
minor
read this
victory then.
Johnny Depp. You know, it was such a subtle Johnny Depp though in the film. If
He
you've
dialed back, Johnny Depp has lost a lot of his steam.
well, no, I mean with all the shit with his dogs in Australia.
Yeah.
She knows.
I don't
She
know-
knows.
I don't know what
Yeah,
that's
no.
all about.
Destiny
Australia-
is smiling like she.
Australia kicked him out. They evicted him from his house there and also took his dogs from him because apparently he left them inside, which is neglect for some
Oh,
apparent
wow.
reason.
He left them inside, like
Like
in his house.
in his
That
nice
monster.
$1 million mansion. That monster.
That evil
Yeah.
man. How
Oh
dare
crap! I know
he.
where the dongle is.
I would have to know the details of the story. Was he being like malicious with it, or did they
No.
have food and water? And
They had
everything?
food, water, servants, whatever the
Yeah,
heck.
they just neglected.
No, he wasn't
If
Michael
that's the
Vick.
case, then
Come on,
I'm not
Australia.
gonna say it.
Yeah, we're going. Oh Jesus!
all right. I'm not going to say that because this isn't a political show.
No,
whatever.
no.
Australia, you keep doing your
Do-
thing.
do-
But yeah,
Yeah,
he's been
God
drained
bless you.
since
Yeah.
that, from what I've seen. But no, his character didn't look like you could see it in his face, but he wasn't 100% Johnny Depp looking.
Which movie
Yeah.
was he? Which
Fantastic
It was the
Beasts.
Fantastic Beast.
okay.
Yeah,
He's still playing Grindelwald, and he's playing Grindelwald in this sequel.
yeah.
Obviously,
Post rigor mortis Grindelwald, kind of decrepit. If you've seen him in
Yeah.
the trailer, he looks like
he does. He looks pretty beat up.
weird sound.
That was very
So,
a little weird.
It's a little bit disappointing that you get a guy like Jude Law, who I know has really good dramatic range, and it's like, nah, just hand off that fight to this goofy dude with a briefcase. Like he's the real hero of this whole thing. Like I don't know. I'll still see it. That dude was in not Get Him to the Greek, or was he?
Who?
The chubby side character.
Yeah, it was.
Was it Get Him to the Greek?
Yeah, it was Get Him to the Greek.
Yeah, it was him and
Yeah.
Russell. No, that was Jonah Hill. I'm getting them mixed up.
Yeah. Sorry.
They're
yeah.
both vaguely chubby and the same height. They're both rotund gentlemen,
large and in charge.
but anywho. So yeah, I guess I'll see it. I don't know. Moving on though to Jurassic World. We have Gavin in studio, of course, who is not intimately familiar with the films that preceded this. So which ones have you seen? Have you seen any of them?
I've seen 1 through 3, but the last time I
Okay, so you've seen
a while ago.
So you've seen the originals,
very
but it's been a
familiar.
while.
I know that my dad's a huge fan. I never have seen Jurassic World, so I don't have an
Yeah.
opinion on it, obviously.
well, we mentioned this before. I'm not the biggest fan of Jurassic World. I don't hold it against anybody if you like it. And to be honest with you, when I compare the two, I have to understand that nostalgia is what gives me a lot of love for the first one.
Yeah, I think it's the kind of nostalgia.
It has a
Wars
lot of
people are
goofy
still going
lines.
back
It has a
for it,
lot of
even
like
though the
goofy
movies-
moments and hokey stuff in it, but I still love it so much. And I can't sit here and say that Jurassic World is preposterously
You good?
not,
headbutted my
it's not
mic.
much
Oh, my
different
goodness.
from it. It's
Yeah,
just newer. But yeah, just not my cup of tea. I'm hoping that this one can do a little bit better. Good to see Jeff Goldblum come back.
Oh,
He's been getting more work lately. He was
he's
Grandmaster in Thor
he
Ragnarok.
had an
Now this.
ass ton of work this
He's
year.
he's getting some good work.
Yeah. So I gotta say he still got it though.
Yeah.
Like
And
he plays the same
I
character.
don't care. I don't
all
care at
good.
all. I
That's
don't
all
care. I
good.
love Jeff Goldblum for exactly what he is. Keep
Yeah.
doing your
Keep
thing,
doing
Jeff.
what you do, man.
I love you, buddy. Give it a sec.
Something about the video card in here is
Yeah,
doing that.
it's been playing hell with our monitor.
Yep.
Just so people know, we're keeping track of things on this monitor. It's just kind of been playing hell a little bit with our
Yeah, I don't
graphics
know
card.
what it's doing
So we're
there.
kind
I'll
of
just
wrangling
stick
that.
around for a spare.
So yeah, Solo. I'm going to be counting on your judgment. All of my buddies are actually going to be seeing Solo as well. So as I promised them after the Last Jedi,
Oh, okay.
that I'm going to go
it's
by what they say in
not
their
yet.
judgment of the film. You unplug our monitor over there? Oh boy, he doesn't like you going that deep, Calvin.
No signal. Take it out, put it back in.
We're flying blind over here now, folks. But
Just like me.
such is, it's going to become a tradition for every show. We're going to
There
have
it is.
Yeah, we
technical
got it back.
difficulties. Yeah, we're good now. That's just going to be a staple of the show.
A
Just
technical
a
issue.
show-
Every
the first
show.
time,
That's how
the
you
first
know
time we
we're
do a
peasants.
show without any technical difficulties, the world will explode.
Yeah,
or
Oh
something.
yeah,
Something's
yeah.
wrong.
The world's gonna end.
Yeah, the planet will not be able to
Yeah,
handle
something's
that.
wrong with that then.
Yeah.
Oh, so apparently we have 2 copies of that. Oh, 2 copies of Panhandles too.
Yep.
Shit.
Apparently, according to this article in Thor Ragnarok, there was actually supposed to be a lesbian scene, but well, not obviously not a sex scene, but hinting towards one of the characters being gay, Valkyrie. Apparently, Valkyrie is a bisexual.
I could see it.
Subtracted. I could totally see it too.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
subtracted that from the movie because apparently it detracted from the exposition of the scene, or so
Sure it
this
did.
article says.
Sure.
That's according to a Rolling Stone article. Of course, in The New Beauty and the Beast, LeFou, played by Josh Gad,
Yay.
is,
I definitely
is
know about that
obviously
one.
gay.
Yeah.
So, like, bearing that in mind, can we please just stop patting ourselves on the back? Like, gay people have gay characters and stories. I'm not opposed to that at all. But stop, like, putting a spotlight on them and saying, like,
Yeah, it doesn't add anything.
we're
to the
better
movie.
than you because
You
of
know,
this. It's all
yeah.
virtue signaling, just crap. Have gay people in the world or in your movies like they are in the world. Most gay people aren't going to come up to you and be like, so
Hey,
as
guess
a gay
what?
person, you need to blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, they don't care. So
Oh, people have
cut them a break.
I mean, I got tons of gay friends.
Excuse me.
So.
I have a couple of gay friends and they don't go around.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2018.
They don't go around
The new
preaching it.
generation.
The
Like
only actual gay person that I've known that has ever done something like that was a coworker a while ago. Anybody remember what was his/her?
oh God, Calvin, you're
D.
stepping into it.
That was it.
Oh.
You remember D?
I don't know who you're talking about. It's all good.
Edit.
Yeah, no,
With
you're
a
fine.
recording, we can magic that away.
It's like, oh, that never happened.
So, but yeah, it's all good. So, yep, I guess I'll be
Capturing
waiting for
nothing on
the
screen.
initial reviews for Solo are not too great.
That's not surprising.
Nope.
What the hell's going?
Am I able to say names of specific YouTubers that I frequent?
I don't
I
think
should
it's
be able to,
yeah,
right? I mean, I'm
I
just
feel like
referencing them. I'm
that,
not using
that
the
is
content.
perfectly fine.
Okay, apparently Jeremy Johns did not think it was very good. He's one of I have like 4 or 5 movie reviewers that I tend to go by. And hold up.
First,
This is
let me
down-
hop
this is
off the
directed by Ron
motor
Howard?
lawn. Yes.
Wow, I did not know that.
Mm.
Yeah, you wouldn't have. No. People really.
No, I mean
that sounded rude. I'm sorry. That's
during
not what I
the-
meant.
Yeah, why wouldn't I? During the when I
to
was
believe
looking
he's
at
been
that
in show
other
business.
article, it didn't say anything about Ron Howard. How about that? But it comes
more
out
you
the same
know.
day as Dark Souls Remastered, which also unfortunately is getting some bad reviews. Not bad reviews, but like it's still apparently buggy.
Man, everything's getting bad reviews lately.
I'm still gonna buy it because I'm so dedicated to that series.
All black.
I'm a Dark Souls fiend, and I gotta support From
I
Software.
gotta have my
Nothing wrong with
souls.
It's an experience.
I don't do that with any other publisher, or not publisher, but studio.
See, for me, I don't care how many times I'll buy the same Legends of.
Yeah,
I mean, there's I have 3 copies of Twilight.
there you go.
I mean, it's just
Well, if you keep buying them, they'll keep making
Jermis,
them.
do you know why this ain't working? Trying to do a window capture of it, and it's not.
Apparently, it has total of
Look up,
41 trophies. Oh,
Just have black screen there.
you know what else comes out this week, Jeremis? You were talking about it. Detroit Become Human.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Keith-
getting that game.
Yeah, he bought that.
No doubt. That game
Is this Jennifer Lawrence in like motion capture? Kind of looks like her.
might be.
Because David Cage, the director of this game, the creative director, uses a lot of. He used in his last game. What was it? Quantum Break. He used Iceman from the X-Men movies,
Okay. Yeah.
and then before that or after that, it was like, what was it? Something Souls, Beyond Two Souls. He used
That was a good
Ellen
game.
Page.
Big game.
So he uses some celebrities in his or Heavy Rain. Yeah, Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain. All I had to do was look down a little bit. So everything from Quantic Dream. Yeah, his games are typically like very, very, very cinematic. So if you're into that sort of thing.
I'm hoping it's a really good game because it looks
Looks pretty good.
fantastic. I know they have the demo that you can try out, see what it is.
Mega Man Legacy Collection apparently is coming to the Switch.
Infinite.
Yes.
that's gonna be.
It's gonna be dope.
Love Mega Man.
And it came out today apparently.
Oh,
All
well,
right.
all
So,
right. Well, you know.
It's on Amazon for $31.99 with Prime. I
cool.
don't know, I don't know
That's
what
not
it
bad.
comes
Those
out
sales
with.
numbers go up.
Yep. State of Decay 2 officially released today. All 3 of us will be playing that on Thursday.
Yep,
By
I've
the
already
way,
dove into it a little bit.
I have not, me and Jeremis have not gotten a chance to play that yet.
Yeah, I'll probably record it.
I am going to play a little bit tomorrow after I get some schoolwork done because I'm a responsible little boy. But I do want to get my feet wet a little bit so that I'm not like I enjoyed the 7 Days to Die, getting in there and getting into the mix of it without knowing anything. It was you get the genuine reaction, but I would like to know a little bit about State of Decay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to learn because this game
There's a lot to it.
intense as hell. I played around with it a little bit yesterday and today, and I was lost as hell when I dove right into it.
Yeah,
so-
there's like a lot of mechanics in there you gotta learn, do
Yep.
and use. So, like, very important to at least play like a little bit of it just to familiarize yourself.
And E3 will be what, the second week in June?
I believe so.
I
Which I'm
believe
excited
it-
for.
is it 12?
It's something like that. I
Yeah.
remember, I
I believe
remember it
those
being the
numbers, I
second
read
week
them
in
somewhere.
June, but it's been a long time. I followed E3 like a very briefly. Whoops.
Well, that's the end of the second week.
Yeah, very briefly last year. I didn't really pay
Yeah,
too much attention
When's
to it.
E3 this year?
I'm pretty excited for E3 though. There's a lot of good games that they're
It's
teasing.
going through Tuesday, June 12th,
June 12th to the
and then
14th.
the 14th.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
3-day pass for members of the public is $250.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Too much
I'll
money.
stick to YouTube.
Better than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just use
We're
secondary
not quite
knowledge.
a big enough channel to afford stuff like that yet. So, but yeah, Saturday, June 9th is the EA press conference, which will be live streamed. Sunday, June 10th is Microsoft and Bethesda. So I'm sure you're going to be watching that. That
Oh,
starts at 6:30.
I'm excited.
Well, no,
Y'all
I'm
seen the
sorry.
new game
It
trailer
starts
they
at
released?
9:30 p.m.
I think
Eastern time.
I have if I remember correctly. I don't know the name of it,
And something for you.
but I'm excited to see it.
Nintendo's live stream begins 12 p.m. Eastern time, Tuesday, June 12th. So the entire day on Tuesday is nothing but
I'm talking
Nintendo.
That's what I'm saying. Woo.
I mean, who
Sony,
else is going to be watching Tree?
God, I gotta get a Switch.
Monday, June 11th is going to be the Square Enix Ubisoft PC Gaming Show and Sony.
Yep.
All at increments of 3 hours.
Yep.
So looks pretty good.
Yeah.
How long have we been recording? Doesn't tell
It
us.
doesn't tell you up there.
No.
That's kind of inconvenient.
Yeah, I'm going to send that in.
Probably about 15 to 18 minutes, I'd
That
say.
sounds pretty.
Sounds about right. Okay. So, y'all want to dive into Deadpool or you want to keep doing news?
Well, I'm just looking at stuff regarding E3.
Okay.
Apparently, there's rumors about a new Star Fox game.
Yeah, I've heard. It's like
Yeah.
a racing game.
I'm gonna look to you to more Nintendo.
Yeah,
I'm a
I've
PlayStation
definitely
guy.
Definitely heard people talk about it. You know, at this point, you know, as someone that does enjoy Star Fox,
Mhm.
I genuinely enjoy the older games very much. Star Fox 64 is amazing. I have it on my
It's a
3DS.
really hard game.
It is.
It's
so
super
fun.
hard.
It's one of those games where it doesn't matter how many times you die in the same level trying to do one thing. You're always
Yep.
gonna just jump right back in.
Mhm.
And as someone that owns a Wii U and has played Star Fox Zero and Star Fox Guard, I can honestly say that those were such a joke. And
Those
I'm
were total
genuinely
joke.
looking forward to another good Star Fox game. And if a racing game is, I think it's probably fair to assume that this isn't going to be the Star Fox that I grew up on. However, as long as it is a good game that is fun to play and maybe some decent multiplayer, I definitely. Well, of
We're
course, no
also
Nintendo is going to have
supposed to be
multiplayer,
hearing about a Nintendo Switch Pokemon game.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
I've heard
if
about that one as
they-
Well,
well.
just on Ultra Moon. The last one's on.
There
Very
is-
last one.
There is a silver bullet that will force me to buy a Switch. If they come out, well, there's two, but if one of these comes out, I have to. Mario
Nice one.
Party, which I'm almost certain is going to be announced.
Yes, it needs
It has
to.
to. I mean,
Another Pokemon Stadium.
Mm,
That's a long shot.
it's
I
a
know
loud
it's a
one,
long
yeah.
shot. I know
You
it
know-
is. But if it comes out, I have to buy a Switch right then and there.
yeah,
I have to.
Yeah,
When was the last Pokemon?
Stadium?
Yeah,
That was on GameCube.
Yeah, I think
it was a
definitely.
long way back, and
then
I'm
Coliseum
fully
was
aware.
before that
I'm
on
fully aware that
64.
it's a long shot, and it's probably not going to happen. But if it does, that's the Hail Mary
I mean,
that
That's
scores
it.
the
You
touchdown.
gotta
with
buy
me.
The Switch has
Flip
been
my
that
card.
console though, where a lot of
Yep.
things you didn't think were gonna happen. So
Okay, so I'm actually. Oh, I think I
My
killed
only
it. There it goes.
real beef with Nintendo, because they're one of the only consoles that still values local multiplayer,
I respect.
Yeah.
that.
which I
Yes.
respect the crap out of. But the only beef I have with them is that all of their systems after the GameCube had to come with a gimmick. And that's partly because they're trying to appeal to the younger audiences, so that
Yeah.
the Wii with
Yeah.
the motion controls is like, motion controls are the new thing. They didn't do much with VR because the VR thing was a joke back in the 90s.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
no, I-
brain
It was
cancer.
it was 15
It's a
years.
joke.
It was 15 years before its time. I don't really fault them for that. They were trying to
Yeah.
get
They
it
did their
years
best.
before VR was viable.
Yeah.
Like the Can't See in the Color Red. I don't recommend.
Yeah.
I mean, the color red's beautiful.
But everything after the GameCube had to come with a built-in gimmick. And as a person who stopped like really buying Nintendo consoles after the GameCube, I just want a gaming machine. Like,
I do agree with you there. I will always love the GameCube.
The GameCube is the best Nintendo
Yeah,
console.
That's
it
like my
was
most.
perfect.
I have so many accessories
I love
for
the
it.
I love
GameCube.
it.
Literally
So
the
much.
That was
best
my
thing that
favorite.
Nintendo has ever come out
It's
with.
their best. It's their
Even
finest hour.
Even if
Even
you
though I was born right into the era that it started, it literally was my only game system for about, I would say, 12 years.
I mean, yeah, it was a
Yeah.
while.
I had
mean-
the PlayStation 2, which in my mind is still the best console, but I also had the
Hey man, the
GameCube.
numbers back that up though. You really can't.
Yeah, the number.
I
Hey,
mean,
PlayStation 2. But the thing, it's library. The
Yeah.
library
Yeah,
was
it had a
so
lot of games, yeah.
vast that it just could not. You can't compete with that now.
No.
No.
I mean,
no.
even PS4 had to make a subscription
I
called
think-
PS Now to be able to play PS2
didn't they
games.
make the PS2 until like 2013? I mean, like it was still.
They
selling.
were still like producing
Yeah.
Producing
for
games for it,
like
yeah.
a decade or more afterwards. The PS2 was built to last.
Now, if y'all are ready to switch gears a little bit, I do have a little bit of a topic that I'm going to bring up now.
Go ahead.
I'm going to
then.
go ahead and transition to the other panel
Jump right on in,
here,
Calvin.
and I'm going to go ahead and play it. So if y'all are ready,
Oh goodness.
All right, let's see.
Oh goodness.
Talk about nostalgia.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of nostalgia,
My man Jack.
Look at Jack.
so the thing is, there's been a lot of speculation on how Jack's powers are going to work if he grows up, because yeah, we'll talk about it in a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Ten out of 10.
IGN.
IGN. 10 out of 10.
So
10 out of 10.
excited.
It's-
Better than Black Ops 3.
Ah,
It's a good thing he's so strong.
yeah. Especially when he turns into solid metal.
No. I mean, Mr. Incredible.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
like,
incredible.
To deal with that.
Yeah. He's incredible.
So now we have an entire that's we have a date, we have a time, we have everything that we need for that. Now I heard something about Jack once he starts growing up, one of his powers is his main power.
Yep.
So it just locks him in.
We brought that up last time. Is it a matter of he actually does have all these powers, or if he matures past his infancy,
And
will one
only
of the
keeps
powers
one.
set in,
Yeah.
and that just
A lot
becomes
stronger than
because
the other.
otherwise, why do they only have one? Why does everybody
I
in the
think
family
that
just
is-
have one power? It wouldn't make
Yeah.
much sense.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
So
And I mean, with
that
such
theory.
a variety of the powers between the family, though, like Mr. Incredible, super strength, and Elastigirl, elasticity.
rubbery.
How do you get
limbs.
super speed? Then
One can make
invisibility
force
and
fields and go
voids?
invisible. Although Violet technically has 2 powers, though.
I think she has a way to manipulate matter in a way, so she makes herself
Yeah, but
invisible.
force fields and invisibility are
Yeah.
completely
It's
different.
still pretty dope.
But
They do compliment.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that. We actually do have some superhero movies still coming out. We got Captain Marvel, Incredibles 2, Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yep.
So the slate is still very much there. I think that's a good segue, not quite into Deadpool as how it was with a movie,
Ooh.
but in terms of the box office, the box office success of Deadpool 2, it actually beat Infinity War in its domestic release because it was on
It was a
President's
4-day
Day.
weekend,
It
correct?
was a 4-day weekend, but I can't remember which holiday it was.
On Memorial Day. That's
No, because that's coming around. Yeah.
Dalai Lama Day.
Anyway,
I'm
sure,
spitting.
Dalai Lama Day.
Yeah.
So yeah, it actually beat Deadpool 1's record.
Yep.
It had a record-breaking 132 million opening for the very first Deadpool film. So yeah, this one had another 125 million domestic and another 176 million overseas, which is kind of rare for a superhero movie like that, especially a rated R one.
Yeah, no,
So-
I think it's just one of those. The first one was so good. Everybody was talking about it forever. I just think it was bound to do well.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody.
Well, the thing is, he's
their
become
hands-
like a pop culture god.
It's
He-
true.
he's a snarky piece of shit, and the pieces of shit on Earth can relate to that, and that's everybody. I mean, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You're an
I feel
uber
much
piece
better
of
about
shit.
myself now.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, we are such a big group of pieces of shit that the pieces of shit on Earth are becoming a large piece of shit over
Yeah, there
Deadpool.
is.
A big
Yeah, I know
deuce.
what you mean. More people can relate to that. Of like,
Oh yeah,
Superman.
Superman. Ooh.
Batman.
Yeah, Batman. We're all pure at heart.
Rich.
Fuck that. I want somebody that I can sit down and watch a movie and be like, he has a mouth like me. Fuck you too.
And he
yeah.
can teabag a crotch with his
Yeah.
crotch if he needs
He
to.
is
Yeah.
kind of an insert of the audience of superhero movies into a superhero movie.
Yeah.
it's true.
So when he
especially
makes all
modern
those
ones.
references,
Yeah.
he's speaking directly to you. So
Am I the only one that saw the baby dick, or did everybody see the baby
No,
dick?
I saw it. I saw
a little
it.
bit of
Okay.
I was like,
there.
So
"Oh,
from here on out, we are going to go ahead and put the spoiler alert up. I'm going to put that in the top right hand corner so people know that there's going to
baby dick is the
the
gateway
baby
to
dick
the
is the
spoiler
gateway to the
That was
spoiler
just not a
section.
spoiler. Hey,
So
there's a
once
penis
you
in
hear
there.
baby
Spoiler.
dick, baby dick is the
Baby, hey guys, baby dick will be the safe word.
that's the safe word. Baby dick.
As soon as you
Say-
say that, we'll stop this whole.
That's it.
This
It's
whole
over.
nastiness.
And-
No, I'm done. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pop that up there real quick. But as y'all want to keep going, I'm gonna go ahead and put in.
Yeah, so the thing is that Deadpool kind of, knowing this, how well it did at the box office, it kind of tells me that superhero movies are going to have to go through a transition.
Mhm. Oh,
as
yeah,
far as
definitely.
like, because Infinity War is kind of like the thing, like, I've heard plenty of people that I talk about movies with, just casually, say, how are they going to keep going with the same kind of like fire and vigor after Infinity War? Because that's what this whole thing has been building towards, at least with Marvel. DC,
Yeah.
well, I'm forgetting about DC entirely. But speaking for Marvel, after Infinity War, where do they go? And my response
Right.
has always been, well, since they can't go any bigger or any more important, you can't raise the stakes past Thanos.
No,
Because they don't have Galactus, they don't have a bunch of characters lined
but they
up.
have Juggernaut.
Sure, but they have to appeal to almost. I'm not saying this. This isn't a point-to-point comparison. It's kind of apples and oranges. But the way that the Dark Knight trilogy was,
Yeah.
where it wasn't a series where Batman is saving the entire world. The world is going to end. It's like, no, the stories are small and contained,
Yeah,
but they hit you in a place
They hit you
that
hard.
that you identify with.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the world blowing up to like, my whole thing is like, when a writer can't go anywhere else, then you just blow the world up.
Riders on
When
the
there's
storm.
when there's no more stakes that you can raise to make the audience like, oh my God, like what's going to happen? You just say, oh, the world's going to end because everybody can relate to that. We all live on the world. So we're all like, well, I don't want the world to end.
Right.
So,
Where'd Baby Dick go? Oh, there it is.
so yeah, after Infinity War, they really do need to, well, hopefully they go towards a smaller scale.
Yeah, it
of
just
a
needs to be
story.
changed.
Once
More
Thanos
human
is gone,
elements of
I
it.
think
Yeah.
they're gonna dial back the amount of heroes, like a lot.
They have
They're gonna slaughter 10, maybe 15 heroes.
Cap, Iron Man,
All
Thor,
of the
they're all
originals
done.
are gonna be
They're all
gone. Maybe
gonna
like
die.
Hulk will survive, but other than that, I don't think we're gonna
They'll bring
have
them back
anybody.
for cameos every so often, but they're going to have to be dialed back.
Yeah.
Which goes off into the same territory as like all of the people that faded away. Have you seen Infinity War? Are we
Yeah,
spoiling this? Okay. Oh, thank
He's
God.
also heard our podcast, so there's
Cool.
thousands of spoilers.
cool,
so
cool, cool.
I
So when
saw
they-
it,
Jillians.
When
right
they
after it
all
came out.
fade away at the end of Infinity War, every
don't
one of
feel
them
so
that
good.
fades
Mr.
is a
Stark.
character that's like, I know they're going to have another movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like Black Panther.
Yeah,
When he fades
clearly.
away, I'm like, you're full of shit.
Wakanda.
Yeah,
He's
there's
coming
a
back.
second and a
They're
third.
just
He's
gonna
coming
kill
back.
him off permanently. Not gonna happen.
I don't think
Wakanda,
so.
not so forever.
So yeah, no, they're dead. No, you can't kill him.
I-
off.
I don't feel like-
way too
Spider-Man's gonna have.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
come
just
back.
getting, he's just getting started.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no. The thing is, we all know where they are. It has been said by the developer. By the not the developer, the director. He even guaranteed they're all in the Soul Stone. He was asked at a meet and greet at a high school graduation, "Where are they?" And he's like, "Well, where do you think they are?" And they said the Soul Stone. He's like, "You're exactly right." Gamera, she's coming back apparently because she's in the Soul Stone too, and all that stuff. So that's been guaranteed. He also guaranteed the fact that Korg, the rock guy from Ragnarok, he's alive.
Oh, thank God! He was so funny.
Also, Valkyrie, the Valkyrie,
Yeah, she was conspicuously absent.
she is coming back, guaranteed it. And then a couple other of the people that are on the ship. On the ship that was from Asgard. Those are all alive because
Understood.
like I was saying, the second time I saw the movie, half the ship broke off and went off into the
and
distance
they
while
didn't
this
even
one
they
blew
didn't
up.
even reference those characters.
Now there's also another theory about it that I've heard. Loki's posing as the Hulk. That's why he can't become the Hulk.
Wait,
Wait, what?
Loki is like
Think about
using
that.
his power. Loki died.
We don't know that.
We see.
We
him die.
cannot
He got his
guarantee.
neck- He got his neck
Okay.
snapped.
We can't guarantee that that's actually Loki
I'll go on
though.
the record and say
So it's
that
like
I'm
a
not
clone?
subscribing to that theory, but
I'm
Yeah,
not either,
I
but
would
I'm saying it
agree
is
on
a
that one.
valid point. He could just be hiding.
the only way that could
I
work
don't know.
is if he made, because he has the power to make illusions of himself, so he can be in two places at once. But how would Thanos be able to choke the life out of his illusion?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
He could have been
Yeah.
acting.
But
You-
Thanos had
No!
his. How did he make himself
It
tangible?
does.
Because no. I can sink your battleship on this one immediately.
I'm not the one that
Round
came up
one.
with
In
this.
Thor Ragnarok, Loki has an illusion that appears to Thor when he's in that like little circular
Yeah.
holding area, and Thor's like, "You're not really there, are you?" And Loki he continues to talk, and he picks up a rock and throws it through his head, and it just phases through him.
But there's no saying that his powers are limited to just
How would
making
Thanos
those.
be
There
able to choke him?
Yeah,
there
exactly.
is
His
His hand didn't
no.
go through him.
He's a god.
Well,
But no, let's
his
get off
illusion-
that. We're off that.
You brought it up.
No, you know what? It's still it was a valid theory that can be debunked.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, who farted?
It was, but then we debunked it. Ooh,
I
don't
heard it.
pin that on Destiny.
I heard it.
What?
Ugh.
Okay,
We all
so
know
back to
that's it.
We
Deadpool.
have
That
something to look
back to
forward to
Baby
now.
Dick. Back to Baby Dick. Yeah, that point in the movie was like the bottom of the movie,
Literally a point.
and then they just brought in this tiny Baby Dick
Yeah, it was just like out of nowhere. I'm like, oh,
out of
come
nowhere.
on.
Oh, do not look at that! Oh my God, do not look at that! Please,
Oh,
God,
I'm
do
just-
not,
I'm
do not
just-
close it,
Stop it,
close
Reed.
it. No, he's
Reed.
looking at Black Ops 4.
Oh, Reed,
Oh,
what are you
I was
doing?
about to
Reed,
say,
get out.
oh,
Get out right now.
Oh my God,
Get out.
the FBI will be knocking on your door.
Control, Control, Alt,
Fortnite
Delete.
edition.
Stop!
Control, Alt, Delete.
You don't know what
When
you're
is
doing.
Ca- when
You
is
don't know
Call
what
of
you're
Duty-
doing, kid.
When is Call of Duty just gonna fucking die already?
Well,
Never.
they could always be like
Well,
Simba
as
in
long
the
as people,
game.
as long as 12-year-olds are buying crates or loot boxes,
You're
think
all
it is
using loot boxes.
very-
Play the
Oh,
game.
My brother always buys without failure. He always buys every Call of Duty and stops playing it like 3 weeks later.
Why does he buy it?
It's a ritual.
You
It'll
see, the
never
only
stop.
I think it's
reason-
a ritual for a lot of people, though. I mean,
It's so
it
stupid.
has to be. No,
I'm breaking that ritual, Gavin.
That's so dumb.
and there's not
Remember,
even-
every
I mean, it's
year,
gotten to the point where
every year since
that's-
2012, I have bought every Call of Duty game that's come out, and I've been disappointed and disappointed and disappointed by every single game that I've bought, except in Infinite Warfare
That
and
game's
World War
just
II.
fun. It's not a
Infinite
great war game,
Warfare,
but it's
the online play sucks. Excuse me, the online play sucks. The multiplayer sucks. The freaking what is it called? Campaign sucks.
Yeah.
Zombies.
The only thing
Infinite Warfare doesn't
that
have
was
zombies,
good,
does it?
yes,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
it does.
The
Yeah.
best zombies
It's-
since
it's-
Black Ops
Don't
2.
go in thinking it's going to be like Black Ops. It's not.
It's not.
It's its own thing.
It's its own thing, but there's no boost zombies or anything like that. It's just pure.
Jump zombie.
Yeah,
God, what a
so
joke.
don't bring up the joke that's advanced warfare. Wow.
Is that with the one with Jon Snow or Kevin Spacey?
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Which one is Jon Snow?
John Malkovich as well. Jon Snow was in the Infinite Warfare
Infinite
in the
Warfare.
campaign, and it was awful.
I heard he was a stellar villain.
He was a pain in the ass, and I
Much as
hated
I
him.
like Game of Thrones, him and Daenerys are the weakest link in that. I'm not going to spend much time on that. But
Well, I mean,
whatever.
he's dead, so. Even I know
He
that.
ain't dead now.
I know people that took off 2 weeks from work because he died.
Oh,
wow.
No, I'm not
Wow.
spoiling you if you're ever going to watch it. But
Wow.
anyway.
Well, dude, we have the baby dick on the screen. It's
all right.
You do?
No, that's
There.
for
It's
Deadpool.
hidden.
That's
It's
a
like a
name
Mickey
for
Mouse.
Game
for
of Thrones.
everything.
Well, fair
Okay,
enough.
so-
if you want to be spoiled on anything, I guess.
I'll spoil
Anything and everything. So yeah, Black Ops 4 looks like a total joke. Won't be
Not buying it.
I won't be buying that, just like I didn't buy the last 5 Call of Duties.
Nope.
World War II was good.
Yeah.
World War II revived
Did
it.
buy, 'cause
Yeah.
I did like that. I did like
That one gave me a little bit of faith, but now looking the fact that they're bringing back the jumpsuits, they're bringing back the
Yeah, leave that
specialty
mess to the
classes and shit like that that make no
I'll
sense.
go buy Battlefield 5.
They're supposed to bring in a zombies mode.
When
so-
is Battlefield 5 coming out?
They're supposed to announce it, I think, at
Oh
E3.
God, we said the accursed
boy.
word. It's up on your screen.
Yeah.
Ooh, work.
Oh, according to this, Bethesda will be showing off more of Rage 2. But
Yes.
outside, we don't know what the company
I have
has
the first
to share.
Rage and I love it.
We know.
They're
Release
good.
date for
They're
that?
making a space game too. There's been talk about
I
like
have
a
seen that.
star something. I don't know the full name of it, but I brought this up again, and I'm hoping that it's space Fallout. I need that in my life.
It says that Elder Scrolls, we know for a fact that Elder Scrolls 6 is on the way, but there has been no indication that it'll be announced at E3.
I've also heard Borderlands 3
How
is
much
getting
longer
delayed.
must we
Oh yeah,
wait?
Borderlands 3 is
When
getting a
was-
boot. It's
what was
being
Skyrim?
brought out
Skyrim
in
was like
2020.
2011.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's been a while.
It's been a long, and look, you're not going to agree with this, but I prefer the Elder Scrolls series to Fallout, and Fallout comes out incrementally faster than Elder Scrolls. It always
5
has.
years.
It always has.
5 years.
Yeah.
So and it's going on 3 for Fallout 4.
Well, it came
I
out.
thought it was 2. I thought it came out
Hold
in
on.
2016. Did it?
Got him. Grab the box.
The old box. If I grab a Mountain Dew there,
Do your thing. Yeah, it's over.
anybody else want one desk?
They're not in the
I'm
fridge.
good.
They're probably
Yeah, I'm
on
good.
the
Yeah, they're
ground.
I'm good.
Um, 2015.
Good God, as time passes
Yeah,
by.
man.
3 years.
Yeah. And it's still blasting my mind every
Yeah,
time that I
it's-
play that. Like, no matter how many times you play, no matter how many YouTubers you watch on that game, you still find something different. Like, every gameplay, no matter what you do, no matter if you copy and paste the same save that you had last time, you're never going to get the same gameplay. No matter what you do.
I saw a guy RPing as Saitama. He had the
Yeah.
exact same getup and everything.
Same getup
with
and
the
everything.
cape and all.
Yep, he boosted all of his strength
He
to
just
non-melee
punched-
attacks.
He
Yep.
would be punching, just casually slapping super mutants around.
That's pretty much what I'm doing now. I'm
And
putting a
death
lot of
claws and all of it.
putting a lot of power into my my armed combat. So I have a baseball bat, baseball gear on. I have the catcher's mask and all that. And yeah, last gameplay that I had was John Wayne, single handed weaponry. You know, just pistols and shit.
Oh yeah, the dude.
yeah.
The Duke. Yeah.
The Duke.
But back to Deadpool 2. Talking on the beginning, I was I liked it, but I didn't in a sense.
What do you-
The
explain.
fact that they did the same exact kind of timeline sequence they did in the
Oh,
first
you mean
movie.
like where it's like, in order to understand how I ended up here,
We have to go all the way back
We
to
gotta
the
go
beginning.
6 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
which I mean, I like the fact that they did it again. It was a good comedic factor and all that kind of stuff. The freaking James Bond intro and all that was nice.
That was hilarious.
That
pretty
was
funny.
great.
I love the little directed by. I don't.
And it was like, who the fuck knows?
It's like,
Yeah, and they did that in the last film too, though. Made by a bunch of dick bags
Yeah,
and
like
stuff like that.
Written by the real heroes here.
Yeah, so which it was good, but
And
the
that's the
thing,
kind of movie you expect to see. At though.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Sure,
But
sure.
the fact that it was a copy paste of what happened last time,
Yeah.
they go back like 3 weeks and all that kind of stuff, and that it's still going on and things like that. I'm just. It kind of turned me off, and then they revived themselves with the comedy
you know,
and the action.
I
That
do
was
have
in
to
there.
say, I thoroughly enjoyed it when I saw his arm fly off in the middle.
Yeah, he's
That was
like,
very
Yeah.
good.
Logan,
That was pretty
you
good.
had to up the ante by getting yourself killed.
I can't say that I didn't enjoy that. So
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was still very good, and that little Logan piece there, I
That
want
was
to.
funny.
I
That
bet you.
was funny.
I bet you that Think Geek's gonna come out with one of those now. One of
Yeah.
the music boxes with the spear through his
Yeah.
chest. So I'm excited to get that if they have.
One of my initial fears with
Think Geek,
Deadpool 2 was
sponsor
that they
us.
would be rehashing a lot of the jokes from the original. They don't really do that.
No, and it was refreshing that they didn't.
I was kind of concerned, like, hey, remember this thing we did? Look at that. But they didn't do it. All the jokes are really fresh. There's a good heart to the movie too, which I wasn't
Yeah,
looking
it's
for,
a
but it was
family
nice.
movie.
But it was
It's
nice
not
that it was
something
there.
that
Family
we
friendly.
expected or wanted, but ended up liking
It
in
ended
the
up
end.
being a good thing. I mean, you're not going to cry. It's not like it's not
Well,
like
not a-
It was
I
surrounded by
almost
enough
did when he
comedy
first
that I
started
feel like
dying,
it
and then I was like,
was-
"Oh
Oh,
shit,
so
no,
good.
he's not gonna die. There's no
no,
way
they're
he
not
can
going to
die."
kill him.
Oh,
No.
come
Makes
on.
too much money there.
Yeah, he made a joke about we need young faces to carry this franchise.
Yeah, someone
for
from
10
X-Men
to
to
For
12
10 to
years.
12 more years, please.
Yeah, and that was funny. And all the jokes about like Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yeah,
And
that was
Pinkie
another
Pie.
way to subtly just pigeon homosexuality.
Yeah, they didn't make a big deal
No.
out of it.
It is there, but I was questioning why the Asian so different.
I don't know.
I wait.
I don't know what her
Hey,
power
Goku.
is. Is she just like a sword fighter?
Well, she
Is
had
that her
she had
thing?
the
No,
little
she had
electric,
the
a little
chain
electricity
chain.
Oh,
electricity
that's right.
chain.
Yeah, she had the electron. I
She was
forgot
doing
about
that.
that.
Then he put the electrode up
Yeah.
his ass.
Oh my god!
Juggernaut
I was
too.
like, that
That
hurt.
man got it
clenched
bad.
all
Yeah,
over.
I think everybody in the theater clenched. Even the ladies were like,
oh man! I'm like, come
Toss
on!
him in a pool.
Like,
and
dog,
just-
dude.
the fact that he survived that though,
Oh, no, of course
that
he
proves
survived.
a lot. And the fact that they brought in the actual Juggernaut, not the shitty one from what is it, X-Men 3?
I leaned over
Yeah.
to talk to Calvin when I saw him at first. I was like, "Wait a minute, they actually have Juggernaut in this movie." And he looked at me for a second. And I was like, "No, I mean like the real Juggernaut, like not that shitty thing in X-Men Last
Yeah,
Stand."
yeah.
Like
Yeah. No,
he's
he,
like, "I'm the Juggernaut."
I'm the Juggernaut.
bitch." Like,
who was the played him?
I know who that guy is. He was in
Google it.
he was in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels,
Find out the
which
name.
is a great movie, by the way, that you all should
I
watch.
use the power of Google. And
Yes,
But he did a fabulous job
British
doing
guy.
it.
Are you talking about the Juggernaut in this movie? Or?
Yeah.
I was going to look up the other one.
Talking about the real Juggernaut, one that actually did a good
I'm
job
gonna
playing
melt
the
you and
character.
split you into
I don't
two.
blame the other guy though. I can't blame the other guy.
He was
His
just doing
fight,
the
his fight
director
with
side.
Colossus was dope.
Yeah,
yeah.
and you know what point made me kind of
Oh goodness!
audio?
What
Yeah.
did you click?
The only thing is that made me kind of Colossus and him in his fight. Colossus putting a piece of rebar around his fist, even though he's made out of titanium.
yeah, I was like, what?
What's the
Did he-
point
did
of
he
that?
need
Yeah, you have metal
got
fists,
enough
that,
metal
and then
as it is.
apparently it worked after he put more
Yeah.
metal on his fist.
Yeah,
so,
that was interesting.
yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, he did more in this movie than he did in the
In
other
the
movie.
last
Yeah.
one,
In the last
The-
movie, he just got whopped.
the fact that you know what I didn't understand is Colossus, is he going back to the X-Men or is he just going with Deadpool now? Because that's kind of what I felt it was at the end of the movie. He was leaving the X-Men. He didn't have the X-Men buckle on his pants. He didn't have the shirt on or anything like that.
Yeah,
I think
Like,
now
he
that
shit-
he fought dirty, he's probably just gonna stick with
Probably going to stick
Deadpool.
with Wade, yeah.
and they reference how he is actually Professor X's brother, which
Yes.
is how it is in the comics.
Which is what it
in
needs.
the other movie, he was just nobody. He was just some dude.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? I cannot find this guy's name. Vinny. Hang on. Wait a minute. There it was. It was Vinny something.
Vince Vaughn.
Oh no, Vinny Jones played it in The Last Stand.
Scroll. Never mind. Just fuck it. what we're gonna do
Life
now,
lessons.
we're gonna take a quick break. I drank too much drink at the movie theater, and I'm gonna go ahead and
He crushed like a 32 ouncer.
it's right in the colon.
It's ready to go.
TMI, man.
Yeah, we're going.
Ready
I'm
to
gonna make it
loaded,
rain.
alright.
Ready to show.
Yeah,
Good lord.
We'll be right back after a quick break. So be right back.
We will catch you guys in a minute.
I'm.
You're the only one that can help with that, Calvin.
I know. I don't know what's going on. So we did lose one of our panel members. Gavin did have to go home for the evening.
Indeed.
So we will miss him very much. So
Gladly.
God knows how we'll be able to go on.
How
I
will
know,
we
I
continue
know.
this?
breaking my heart. So yeah, we'll go ahead and continue with our input for tonight on what are we talking
On
about?
the old Deadpool 2.
Oh yeah, Deadpool.
The
yeah.
old Deadpool 2.
All right,
How
I'm
could you forget?
Scatterbrained tonight. Sorry.
So Deadpool 2 is the violence is certainly satisfying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bloodlust is full.
I was wondering whether or not they'd be able to keep that fresh, because sometimes when you go hyper violent, you can kind of numb yourself to it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Kill Bill movies. Like as much as I like Kill Bill, by Kill Bill Volume 2, by the end, I was kind of like, you've shown me about what you can show me.
Yeah.
But it's still very good. So they keep the ante up on the violence. Like we were saying earlier, there is a heart to this movie.
Yeah.
It's,
yeah. Definitely.
it's not the centerpiece, but
Family
it's
friendly.
there. It's there.
Actually,
You
to be
appreciate
honest, it is.
it.
That is the centerpiece of the movie.
I almost
Kind
kind of
of.
felt like they were poking
Like
at
your heart
at
is in
YouTube
the
a little
wrong.
bit.
I would say the center of the movie is still like the humor and the fourth wall breaking.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
That's
guys
the point
know,
of
like
his whole
when he
character.
was talking about like it was family. I was almost felt like he poked at YouTube because YouTube's been going through all this crap.
Family friendly
So and they've
bullshit.
been doing like family friendly content. So
Yeah.
I feel like that was kind of a poke at YouTube, which I thought was like, oh, that'd be pretty funny if they kind of did do a poke at
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
but I don't know if they did or not. But if they did, that's pretty awesome.
And he got
Yeah.
the subtle jibe at Batman where he was like, he was talking
Who
to
are
his
you?
girlfriend, and well, not just that, but he was talking to his girlfriend, and she was like, "Where have you been?" And he goes, "Would you believe if I had to save some handy capable children or
Right.
something?" He's like, "Well, I ran into this guy, and our moms were both named
Right.
Martha."
Martha.
So
And then she made the
that's
joke
wild.
about what they need to name their son. Maybe Bruce? No, too dark.
Yeah, no,
Oh
too
yeah,
dark.
that's
So-
pretty good too.
yeah.
So they poke fun at that early on. I was wrong. I thought that there was going to be a continuity gem reference. There wasn't. I mean,
Nope.
it's not the biggest
I
deal
honestly
in the
thought they were
world.
more.
It might not even happen though
Sure,
at this
sure,
point.
it might
so
not. Yeah,
it's not gonna break my heart.
I'm not making a big deal over that. Just would have been timely.
Yeah, very timely. Now the only thing is, I wish that we could have seen a little bit more of the spunky Deadpool, where he has all of his weapons in his ass or something like that. You know, like a handgun up his ass when he went
Yeah.
to the freaking prison and things like that. You know, that would have been interesting.
Yeah. When they first walk in and he goes, "Oh my God, so many people! Is there a sorting hat?" And I was like, just the quick.
I wonder what gang I'm gonna be.
the quick little jabs
That was
were
pretty funny.
really funny.
And then Black Tim.
Oh yeah,
Poor old
Yeah.
Black Tim.
Poor Black
Poor
Tim.
Black Tim. He was laughing.
Abel was
happily.
racist.
The whole Juggernaut reveal was really well done because
Yeah.
when I found out that there was a big dude, I was like, I know it's going to be a big name character, but I didn't even consider Juggernaut.
I saw the hands and my head went to DC Gorilla Grodd, and then I was like, oh wait, this
Oh,
is
God.
a freaking Marvel
Oh,
film.
God.
Yeah. So Juggernaut, that was a good choice.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
I did like
definitely.
that.
They didn't use the whole like you can't stop him once he starts running thing, but just as far as like a big muscular
A
bruiser
big
type,
guy. Yeah.
I will never stop knocking down this poor gremlin.
Ah,
Okay. You
He
killed.
can- he can tank it.
freaking Michael
he
Myers.
can't be killed.
So when he put together the X Force,
That was
That was
the
just
funniest
What,
fucking
what,
thing.
what was
hilarious.
his? What was the guy's name?
what the normal guy?
The normal
Peter.
guy.
Peter.
Peter. Peter. Turn around.
Gary, no, it's Peter. Peter. It doesn't
Turn
matter.
around. Walk away, Peter.
You call him Glenn too.
Glenn.
Yeah.
Just yelling at you so I look tough in front of the others.
I'll take care. I'll take care of
I
you.
would never hurt you.
let anything happen to
He's
you.
like-
What was his nick? Was it like Snowflake or something?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Mustache?
Sugar Bear.
Sugar Bear. Sugar Bear.
Sugar Bear.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So that was really funny. I guess when he went back in time, which we'll get to in a second, I guess when he went back in time, he was the only one that he saved other than his girlfriend. Because
Pretty
you
much
don't
it.
see him save anybody.
that and the X-Men franchise.
Yeah,
That
pretty
and
much.
the
Yeah,
X-Men
he did save the X-Men
All right,
franchise.
fuck it. We'll just go straight into it.
That was-
the after credit scene for this is one of the best after credit scenes I've seen in a superhero movie.
that
in
was
a
perfect.
The
long,
only
long
thing
time.
is, the movie didn't happen. If he saves his girlfriend, the movie doesn't happen. The kid doesn't get saved. Nothing.
No, Cable still has to come back because
And it's not gonna happen.
the kid would still be there.
Well, you probably wouldn't have met Deadpool.
Deadpool.
We don't know that.
We do.
I mean,
why would he go to
you
the
don't.
X-Men house? Why would he have blown himself up and
No,
have
the kid would have. All right. Look, I'll agree. The circumstances surrounding
Okay,
him
so
getting
you're
to the
saying
kid
that it
would
could have been a
more
different
difficult.
circumstance of
It
how
might
it
have been a different circumstance because the kid is still going to lash out at that dude.
Yeah.
The X-Men might have
but
gotten there.
Cable may have just killed him. So,
Cable might have just killed him.
yeah, so
But Cable doesn't have the time turner anymore.
Still would have before that.
But still in the future.
There's a lot of
That's where these timeline
We're
bullshit.
getting into the whole problem with time
it's the
travel movies
holes. It's all those holes.
because it's like
Ugh.
if Cable came back to kill the kid, and the entire movie happened the way it did, and then Deadpool takes the time machine thing, goes back in time, saves his girlfriend, does all that stuff. Then does Cable still? He still had it the whole time though.
But
He would have another, like a different one. Yeah, it would be like a
They
different.
would cancel him out though once he traveled to the future. That one would be complete. Oh
No,
shit!
because he doesn't.
Yeah.
Wait,
He would. This is hurting my head already.
we're done talking about time
He
travel.
wouldn't have.
Now
no,
the
no,
cab
I'm
driver.
not letting- I'm not letting this go.
And
No, I'm done.
Cable would. That's fine. If
There's
you're
a lot
going.
of holes in there.
Cable would still have had that thing though. So it's the movie still would have happened.
Or maybe he wouldn't have
I don't
had it.
think
Maybe
so.
he would search for it. I mean, that's
This
another,
goes back to like that.
that's
Futurama.
another possibility.
This goes back to that Futurama episode where Fry is his own grandfather.
Oh.
It's like,
Yeah.
how does this work? Anyway, so yeah,
There's
I
a-
think that the movie still would have happened. but
holes in
Now
the time.
Cable is a regular installment. He'll be in the next movie, of course.
Thanos.
Yes,
That was a good reference. That was a
I
funny
guess
reference.
Juggernaut might be with him.
I don't think so.
Might be.
I mean, we did see him floating.
Oh, he's still there.
He's
Oh no,
still-
he was
he's
reaching
still-
out of the pool.
He's still there.
Yeah. So he's still alive and kicking. He just zapped a little bit.
Yeah, he just got
a
a
little toasty.
little tased, a little tased.
But to
little
bring it back, to rein it back in, Deadpool goes back in time to X-Men Origins and shoots the abomination that was Deadpool in that
Deadpool in
movie.
the original.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was.
Wasn't really Deadpool, but it was what they did then.
Bullshit.
He goes back and he shoots himself in the head for looking at the Green Lantern script.
That
Just
was-
so
that was that was a good one.
hilarious. That was
Yeah.
almost better. I leaned over to Calvin. I said that is almost better than the entire movie.
Mhm.
Just right there, that one scene.
The fact that he saved the universe yet again.
Yeah. He spared the universe in that continuity. He spared the universe from both.
You know, in the trailers
Yeah,
too,
Deadpool
though, when
and
we
Green
saw
Lantern.
the Teen Titans trailer, the black Green
Or
Lantern.
not Hal Jordan, John Stewart.
Oh yeah,
Jon
that,
Stewart?
that was a funny reference.
Jon
Do you
Stewart.
have a movie Green Lantern?
I do, but we're not.
We
gonna
do,
talk about it.
but we don't talk about it.
That's how supernaturally shitty that movie was.
Yeah, it was,
You know, if
Even
they
a kids
would've-
movie is gonna say, yeah, this movie fucking sucked. Like,
yeah, that was.
it was such
that's pretty
garbage.
bad.
you got to work real hard.
Which
to
I
get
was
a
surprised
kids
to see
movie
Teen
to
Titans
say
even
that.
get a movie. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Teen Titans getting their own movie.
It-
That was interesting. I was like, really? I didn't think it was a liked enough show to make a movie out
I'll
of
let
it.
the-
I hate it.
The old show would have
Oh
definitely.
yeah,
Oh,
no, old Teen
they
Titans
had-
was good.
How many movies did they have for the old show? Like five?
I've actually heard
I
that they're
think.
going to be revamping the other show on.
Cartoon Network?
No, not Cartoon Network. On the streaming service that Cartoon Network provides. JB told me this. Apparently, they're reviving the old anime style of the show, and Teen Titans Go will continue to be whatever the hell it
Bullshit.
is. Yeah,
For
whatever.
little
And I'm not
kids.
going to hate on people that like that. It's designed for kids.
It's
whatever.
not bad.
It's past.
It's
not-
bad.
That show,
great.
that show is
I don't
past my
personally like
generation
it.
by.
Bad.
But the show that I grew up with, which is the anime style of it,
The literal
is
best show.
awesome. It kicks so much ass, and I would be very much if they did like with Samurai Jack, where they
Love Samurai Jack.
where they revamp it, but it's like even more adult than it was.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It'd be so much better. So I hope that happens. This
There's
movie, the
so
Teen
much
Titans,
fan art porn.
yeah,
Oh my god.
the Teen Titans Go movie, whatever. It's for
I
kids.
definitely not gonna go see
It's-
it.
it's for kids.
not
I mean, who
interesting enough.
cares?
That's why I was like, the fact they made a movie from it, I was like,
If they air
I
it
don't think
on
it-
Cartoon Network, I'll see it. But if they don't, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna pay to see it.
I'm pretty
so-
sure.
I'm not going
it's
to
probably one of the
I'm
things.
not
It'll be in the
begrudging people
movies
that
and
want to
then
go
just
see it.
won't be
It's
seen
fine.
again.
Yeah.
It'd be like you'll see if you don't see it in the movies, they're not going to mention it anymore.
Yeah. Oh, well.
It's literally. I don't think it's going to do well.
Yeah.
Pointless. I think it's gonna be another flop that they're probably gonna have to cancel Teen Titans Go after the
After
movie
that,
airs.
yeah.
if
We
it
can
sucks
only
too
hope
bad.
the world is so kind.
Oh yeah.
Another trailer that we came across before Deadpool was Predator, the new
That looks
the
good.
Predator.
That's a very good one.
Which another bone that I have to pick with movies these days is that they make it so hard to keep track of. Like, if you didn't know the Predator movies, you would think, "What is this? The first one?" Because
Yeah.
the first Predator movie is Predator. The second one is Predators. Predators 3 is what is it?
No. Predator
It's
2 is
Predator 2.
Predator 2, and then
Then the third one
Predators
is Predators,
where they go to the
plural.
planet.
They go to the planet, which I actually liked a lot better than most people. And then this one is just the Predator.
Yeah.
So it's like, for God's sake, can you just call it Predator 4?
The thing is, their mask sucks in this one.
Yeah. My question in the trailer, yes, please bring the trailer up
I am.
so the good people can see.
We will show you.
And I'll bring this up after we get a little. It should be 2 minutes long.
It should be
that
the
one,
Predator.
yeah, the official.
Yeah, the Predator.
So, oh goodness,
It's
Hello
after this
there.
special
God, they got
ad.
Fabio on the screen.
Shredded lean. Ooh. And
Lord have
chiseled.
Destiny, you're on the wrong side of the screen there.
Ooh.
You better
So
stay
yeah,
over there.
I'll let this do its thing, and we'll
These
comment
people
on
suck. I want the actual
It.
trailer.
We'll comment. Yeah, get us the actual trailer, Calvin.
Pieces of shit. All right. Full screen, and then I need home button. This, and then I need to
Yeah,
go.
we'll go ahead and
Switch it
and
over so you
comment
guys
Yeah.
can see that.
afterwards.
So what I'm up
I
the
do have
spoilers
some
things
thoughts
in
on
front
it,
of it.
though. Because I'm actually more of a fan of the Predator series than the Aliens. I love Aliens.
Aliens is
Aliens
amazing,
are
I
good.
love
but
Alien 1 and Aliens are two of maybe the best sci-fi movies ever. Maybe. They're definitely up there. But Predator for me, I just enjoy more. I like
Yeah.
the creature design.
we have drop frames.
Like the
Give it a moment.
backstory of them. I think the backstory is fascinating. So
Yeah. We'll go ahead and show that trailer real quick. We'll transition over to the other one, and then here,
Mhm.
and then we'll play it. So let me
It's
go
so
ahead and-
cool how we have that capability now.
All right, so let's go ahead and see it. So this is the trailer that this might not be.
I believe this is the
Yeah,
one.
this is-
Yep, this is the trailer that we saw. Yep.
Yep.
So, all right, let's go ahead and let it do its thing. Oh, I forgot the music. Shit. Yeah, I can't pause the music. Oh, well,
Hold on.
it doesn't matter.
So Amazon gave this kid a Predator head.
Thank you for being an Amazon
Your
Prime.
cosplay will be 100% authentic.
Your Prime membership is
I feel like his
valued.
father is a collector or
military
something, or a military.
Guy, probably.
Yeah.
I like how that controls
The
the
way
ship.
that this
Yeah.
trailer is shot, it's kind of misleading. Is the kid bringing the ship
That's
down?
what it
Because
Yeah,
he actually-
that's what I'm looking
he
like.
actually
As
has
soon
the
as,
controls in
as,
his
soon as
hand.
he turned on the ship
Because
came
the
The
down.
ship
Predators,
came down.
Their controls is all on their gauntlets.
Their gauntlet, and
The
that was
gauntlet
on the
has everything
gauntlet.
on it, yeah.
That was on the gauntlet.
Fun fact: that guy who actually played one of the villains in Logan, the guy with the robot arm.
Mhm.
He played
Yep.
the. Yep.
What the hell's with all the robot arms?
Oh wait, hang on, bring it back just 2 seconds. This is a very vital point in the trailer, folks. I want everyone to pay attention to this. The director of Iron Man 3, Shane Black.
Shit.
Yikes! Yeah, God. I think that was Frank
That was
Castle.
Peel.
That was Peel, but I think that's Theon Greyjoy. Is that guy from Punisher? Hang on. Bring us back. All right, so that's Theon Greyjoy. He's in Game of Thrones.
Okay.
That guy, is that Frank Castle from? I think that is. He looks like him.
I don't think so, because he's going to die in the first 5 minutes.
He looks like him. I'm not saying
That's Peel.
I'm not,
That's
no,
Peel.
that is Peel.
That's
That's for
Peel,
sure
yeah.
Peel. I'm saying that the guy, whether or not he dies, is irrelevant.
Yeah,
But,
just like James Franco and the.
That's the
The
guy
new
who
Alien
played Killmonger's father in Black Panther, the African American gentleman just now.
Oh, the spinner of death.
Yeah, those. Yeah.
Posing a threat kind of the point.
Yeah. Oh wait, for the listeners listening to it, this is just the audio from the trailer. That was Machete.
Danny Trejo can't be in another.
That
one
was
of these.
Danny Trejo.
He can't be. He died.
Oh, he's
no,
black.
He
Never mind.
wasn't. No, Calvin
Aw,
made a boo-boo.
I made a boo
For all of our
boo.
audio
So,
listeners.
yeah, for all of our audio listeners, it was not Danny Trejo.
Yep.
I was wrong. So, and that's the end of the trailer there.
And there it is.
Oh, coming soon.
I think soon.
I'm intrigued. I don't know if thoroughly excited is the right word.
Nah, I'm gonna see it because
I'm
I am a
definitely
big
gonna see
fan.
it.
But I'm probably gonna either torrent it or just fire stick it.
I'll see it in
So.
theaters because I actually have the movie pass.
Oh shit! Yeah. gotta
which
get that.
gives you one free movie per day. By the way, that's a great deal.
Did you
I
use
think it's
that
like
on?
$8 a month?
Did you use that on today?
I did not know.
Why not?
Paid for like a good man.
I didn't think about it with Harbor View. I always use it for Cinemark.
Cinemark. Yeah.
So it just didn't even occur to me.
It
Plus
should work with the Regal
Plus,
theaters.
I bought my tickets online so that we could reserve the seats. I don't know. The way it works is they give you a card, and on your phone, it's of course an app, but you have to be within, I think it's like 300 feet of the theater, and then you can reserve a ticket for a movie. But I don't know how it works with reserved seats or premieres. So I have no idea. So like for Infinity War, when I saw it on Friday, I was just like, yeah, I'll just buy it. Because God knows the theater. There's no way that I could have walked up to the theater and been like, yeah, 5 minutes before this movie starts, I'll take a ticket, please. Like it wouldn't have worked.
The only place that works at is the sticky floor theater that I went
that
to.
I wouldn't want to frequent anyway. But yeah, not saying anything against.
Oh,
you.
no, it's
$4.55. No.
$4.55. So
But as a fan of Predators, the design of the Predators looks fine.
wonky. I
was
was
fine to me.
From the helmet look. It's got like
The helmets are always differentiated in every movie, so I'm not really unless they really
unless
botch
they
them.
really screw it up. Which the helmet he pulls out of the box is the original Predator helmet.
Sure.
So
I don't have a problem with that.
No, but like if
It's
they
kind of goofy how the kid is the one that brings the ship. If they do it that way, then whatever. But it is.
But how the
like,
hell did him? Why would
and
the?
how did Amazon pack this thing up for him?
I know,
It
Hey man, they had 2-day shipping.
Amazon got
It's
that-
Amazon Prime.
looked like
warehouse, man.
Amazon was like, oh God, whoever's cosplaying with this put in some work.
Right, I know, right?
They're spending some high dollar. This
Ooh.
company is
Yeah, that
authentic.
Etsy shop must be doing well.
It must
Yeah,
be a
good
special
Lord.
Prime membership.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. All I need is some good kills. I mean, the Predator movies kind of say what you want about Predator 2. It has its moments, I guess.
The fact that it is in such a nice area.
Yeah.
I just love the cop feel to it, and that not the cop feel, but the feeling of like a cop movie
we're
and
in
a
South
sci-fi
Central
movie.
LA, and
Yeah, and the gang violence and all that
gangs
stuff.
coupled with the
Yeah.
cop trying to survive this alien monster. It's pretty cool.
It really adds to the feeling. And
Now Predators, I personally thought was a pretty good movie.
I mean, with Morpheus as your bad guy / good guy, hey,
Yeah.
So.
And in a surprising turn, Topher Grace as arguably the main villain of the whole thing. Kind of. A good turn for him. I mean, I'm not really scared of him. I kind of was in that movie because he had him in a very vulnerable position. But anyway, so Predators was a satisfying movie. I'll see this one. Might not see it opening day, but I'll see it.
Yeah.
So that is that. As far as Deadpool goes, I can't really decide which one I like better. Trying
They're
to
both on
differentiate
par.
between the first and the second.
They were both good.
What would you say, Jeremis, if you had to? Would you be able to choose between the first and second?
Not really, because they were kind of different in their own way. Like to me, the first one was like action comedy. This one was like comedy action
With a little bit of heart.
with a little bit of like puns.
I'd say it does have more heart than the first movie.
Yeah.
It does have more heart, yeah. But I mean, the first one was kind of like it had a lot of action, and then it was like you had those moments where you had that good humor. This one was more humorous, it had heart to it, and then it was like at the near the middle to very end, it had action. So I mean, they're both good in their own way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say one's better than the other. I think they're both kind of equal
Yeah,
to each other.
I'm really glad that they didn't rehash jokes.
Mm-mm.
That was the main concern.
I honestly
with me.
wanted some more Infinity War jokes in there.
I
but
could have done with a few more.
just a little bit
I don't
more.
want Deadpool to lay on anything particularly thick.
Yeah.
I like him
Yeah.
when he's more aloof
Mhm.
and kind of like just casually poking people. You know?
That's kind of what I like. I
As
did like when
opposed
he
to
was like
beating the audience over the head. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I did like when he made the
gotta take
Thanos
your-
reference.
pick your
That was
battles.
pretty funny.
So
Yeah, they definitely, from what I saw, the core was dialed back
Oh, significantly.
significantly.
Because they didn't show a lot of like the head
Say a
being cut
little
off,
bit.
things like that.
Yeah. The only time they did that was within the first 15 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
So
they had a couple gruesome ones where like Juggernaut slammed him down on the metal post of the fence and it goes through his head.
Yeah,
and
and
I'm
I
like,
was-
"Ugh."
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
oh.
Or in the prison when he lands on the table and like his back,
His
spine like
That
separates
was like,
from his
I was like,
hips.
oh man, that
And
hurt.
I was like,
I was like, gee.
yeah.
And then
I
they
wake
showed
up,
his legs all wild. I'm like, oh my
I
god,
wake
stop
up in
it.
the morning and my back hurts, and that's just like,
I know, right?
"Ay,
baby
ay."
legs.
Yeah, baby
Baby
legs was
legs.
really
Baby
funny.
legs was pretty good.
Josh Brolin was a perfect choice for Cable.
Definitely a good.
And a perfect choice for
perfect
Thanos.
choice
for
Like,
Thanos, yeah.
he really
He's
had
a good villain
ear.
that you can you can
You
actually
can sympathize
His
with.
faces though when he was like fighting, like he wanted to cry.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Well, are you talking about Thanos or are you talking about Cable?
Cable, like
Cable, he wants to cry. His family's dead because of this.
Yeah, he was just
fat, chunky
fighting and
bastard.
running, and every time just like he was like about to like tear up. So I was like, because he didn't look like seriously angry. He just looked like about to cry.
See,
you
that was
know?
one thing I didn't quite understand. I mean, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it, but I'm like, so wait, this Fire Fist kid, whatever his name was,
Fire Fist.
Fire Fist.
Stupid name.
Stupid name.
It is kind of goofy. When he grows up, is he the one that single-handedly ends the world?
No,
I
no,
was like, there's
No, he doesn't end the
way
world,
that he
no.
was the only one. Like his world is decimated.
Oh
Like,
no, he even states that the people from this time have
fucked
knocked
the world into a coma. is
yeah,
his
that's the exact
wording.
words. Yeah. So it wasn't just the kid. The kid is just a murderer.
The kid was just the
He just-
one that happened to kill his family.
Yep.
Yeah. And a lot
Why
of
he
people.
targeted his family, he never explains
Yes, he
why.
did. Yes, he did. Because he went after him. He's part of the
The task force,
task
that,
force
goes
that goes
after
after mutants.
big bads.
Yeah. So that's the reason.
And
that,
then he was like, he wanted to get to me, and he knew exactly how.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah, his
So-
family,
how he
yeah.
explains.
I guess so. I must have missed that part.
Yeah.
But yeah, Josh Brolin did a good job. Special effects were really good.
Yeah, the
Um,
only time that I saw a little bit of maybe low polygoning is in the fight between and
Juggernaut?
Just a little bit of droppedness, just a couple less polygons. It was very bland on Juggernaut's head. Is that the texture on the helmet wasn't as good as I thought it would
Yeah.
be. So
Not as bad as Doomsday from BVS.
we're not talking about that.
And I really thought that they were going to make a reference because it is kind of similar. It's like two dudes that are fighting the entire movie come together, and there's this big CGI monster that's roughly the
Right,
size
yeah.
of Doomsday that they all have to come together to defeat.
Doomsday was bigger than that.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe. Anyway, putting that to bed. Yeah, good movie. I was very
Very.
satisfied.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
I would say an 8 out of 10.
I'm not going to put a number on it. I'm just going to say that it was good.
Yeah.
About the same as the first one, I'd say.
Yeah.
So, and of course, they left it open for a sequel, obviously. So I'm thoroughly
Yeah.
pleased. I guess the next thing that we have to look forward to is Jeremy seeing Solo.
Yeah. I mean, that and Jurassic World. So.
When does Jurassic World drop?
Okay, Google. When does Jurassic World come out?
You're not giving me anything to do, Calvin. I was going to look it up with Google.
Damn it, I looked up the wrong one.
Well, we'll
Oh,
find out.
Now,
Probably around June 12th.
It comes out June 12th.
That's the last one.
Oh, shoot.
Fallen Kingdom.
I looked up Fallen Kingdom. Yep, I sure did.
Yes, it's
Whatever.
June 12th.
June
Ah!
June 22nd?
Yes, June 22nd in the U.S.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah,
It's directed by the same guy.
I'm looking
Colin
forward to it. There's
Trevorrow.
something else coming out, isn't there? Something in May
Other than Solo?
other than Solo.
Ant-Man and Wasp, I think is May.
No, that's later on.
That is? Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
May.
Pretty
which
sure.
I'm gonna go see as well. That one looks extremely
Oh, I'm
good.
definitely seeing that
Yeah.
in theaters. July 6th.
Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be a little bit more before anything else comes.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. We're definitely gonna see that. And this week we're gonna play a little bit of what is it? State of Decay.
State
I
of
keep
Decay
forgetting the
2.
name of the damn game. We're gonna play State of Decay
SOD.
2 on Thursday.
According to the reviews, it has been in a state of decaying.
Mm.
Oh my God.
The puns
No.
just don't stop.
But we'll make our own decision on that on Tuesday.
Oh, sure,
we'll
sure.
do a video game podcast on things that just came out and things like that. Probably a good majority of it on State of Decay because we're going to be playing it. We're going to get at least 2-3 hours of gameplay in there.
Indeed.
So
Yeah, I'm going to come over shortly after I work until 3.
3. Okay.
So I'm going to try and make it over here by about 5 to be
Okay.
able to allow for shower and eating time.
Yeah.
So that'll be that. Despite the reviews, and I have looked up some of the reviews, I'm going to be giving my own gameplay tomorrow. Not going to stream it, just getting a feel for it, getting my feet wet.
I'll be recording
And
it.
that way I don't go in completely blind.
Yeah.
But not disregarding the reviews, apparently the bugs are pretty prominent.
The bugs are
Now-
really deep.
Now, despite all that, I think that we could actually get some funny, goofy hijinks out of that, even if it is buggy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because the early release bugs are oftentimes very funny, satisfying bugs. I mean, that's my experience.
Very enjoyable, yeah.
That's my experience with Skyrim, at least. You got to enjoy the bugs while they're there, which is what I'm doing with Conan. Now, on my personal Twitch, we don't have my Twitch handle up here, but at twitch.tv/Readorama, you will be able to see me play Conan probably this weekend because I have 2 days off. And I never have weekends off. So I'm going to be streaming a good long stream of Conan. I have 3 to 4 friends that are on routinely. So we'll be building up our fortress and possibly being purged/raided.
Good luck.
Because we've got some we've got some big fish on the server. We've made some alliances, but we've got some big fish, so should be a good little gameplay video there.
Yeah.
And I held off on getting it on the PC because I have all the people that I play with are on P4, so I'll just be streaming that straight from my PlayStation.
Yeah, fortunately for me, anything I get is pretty much going to be PC. I need more games for the other consoles, but I don't play them enough to really buy them. There's only like a few games I'll play on console, but other than that, every game I'm getting is pretty much PC if I can.
And after my bank account looks a little bit healthier, I'm planning on looking into Overwatch for the PC.
Account.
Yeah.
So Destiny, while I have you here, I'm going to figure out who my Overwatch main is.
Thank
You're
God.
a Soldier 76 guy, right?
I'm 76 and I'm Reaper. And I'm starting to become a little bit more of a Junkrat, and then now a little McCree from here and there. Like, I don't play him a lot, but like from time to time.
Be hateful, Calvin.
Wait a minute, Calvin. Have you been playing Overwatch? Well, then I told you, he's just like a backup. I don't want to have him as my main.
You're going to ask me who my main is?
Who's your main, Calvin? Is it McCree?
McCree is my main. Oh, shit. Am I using the wrong thing? No, I'm on the right thing. Damn it. I cannot do streaming. No.
You're just muffing us up,
McCree,
Calvin.
Orisa, and Diva. And for my healer, my main healer is definitely Lucio.
Lucio. Who's the robot guy who like floats?
Zenyatta.
Zenyatta. He looks interesting.
He's fun. He
looks pretty cool.
You know what? The more orbs of Discord, you're done.
And then the samurai who summons the blue dragon.
Genji.
He summons a green dragon.
If you can play Genji, you're set. Because he's
I can't play Genji.
He's a mobile character, and you've got to learn how to use those ninja stars really
Bastion, the dude who like launches the turret out of his chest or something.
Bastion's fun. He's a fun guy.
I know a few characters.
Bastion's one of those characters. Like, if you get into turret mode and you're in a good position, you're gonna screw everybody, and everybody.
People hate Bastions.
Of course they do.
I know. I can understand why. Yeah. It's not lost on me.
I used to love playing Bastion because I could just sit there and I have like a Mercy just sit there and heal me. People get so mad. They literally start trying to find Bastion and just start taking them out because it's like, if you don't do it, you're going to die. So, But not a lot of people play him as much.
Especially on the maps. If you get on the Egypt map with a Bastion,
you're set.
No,
yeah, you're done.
You're done.
Yeah.
And if you get a Bastion and a Torbjorn in this game,
Ooh.
Torbjorn.
That's it. Night.
Yeah. My turrets.
My babies. So I'll probably be looking into that after I get the car paid off. Because priorities, they're always fun.
Right now we have it on sale for $30.
Is it on Steam?
No, not on Steam.
You gotta get on Blizzard.
You gotta get on Blizzard. We have it on sale at work for $30.
Oh, careful, Calvin. You almost...
I did not say the name.
Oh, yeah.
Which my uniform's probably in shot. It's not. Okay, we're good. So
hey, it's all
I don't
good.
see anything.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'll be looking forward to that.
I think that's a good point.
Also, what?
Overwatch on stream.
Overwatch is a good one that I
don't know what.
that
I've been sitting here playing it
dedicatedly.
dedicatedly.
I know I've said it for a while now, but now that school has calmed down for various reasons, I will have more time for Prison Architect. I'm finally going to get started on that.
There you go.
I've made it my mission to start that game because it looks so much fun. I
am awful at it.
I also have XCOM 2, and I'll be doing a playthrough of that as well. So that'll be some of my solo stuff. But as far as the streaming that I'll be doing with these gentlemen, State of Decay 2.
Yep.
We'll eventually be picking up 7 Days to Die.
We'll be back on 7 days.
At some point, we'll nail that down in the future. But I would like to get our thoughts on State of Decay.
Yep.
Because we all purchased the digital code that allows us to play on PC. Now the game is released, so it's not as big of a deal.
I played it 2 days early, so happy about that.
Sure. So he took advantage of that, but we also have it for the Xbox One as well.
It's also why I didn't sleep last night.
So fair enough. So I might crack that open tonight, see how I'm feeling. I guess it depends on if anybody's on Conan or not.
I'm
Conan.
I'm going to be doing a video
Conan.
on it, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sleeping tonight and probably uploading this.
Yes.
Oh.
We have a birthday boy, by the
Oh,
way,
damn it.
tomorrow.
Happy birthday,
He
man.
probably didn't want me to bring
Well,
it
no,
up.
it's not even tomorrow. It's probably, depending on who's listening, it's probably going to be today or a few days
might be
ago,
today.
or
We're
a year
speaking-
ago, or 3 years
We're
ago.
speaking to
Um,
you from the past.
May 23rd.
obviously.
Mhm.
May
The far
23rd.
past.
We have the gauntlet.
We have the gauntlet.
We have
with
it.
The green
It's right. It's over here.
Stone. Oh.
Here we go. Well,
Ah!
it wraps around his head.
Yeah.
So
So
look forward to that game stream starting at about 5:30.
I would say
6-ish.
6. This is
If I
going to
get
take
here
us.
at 5, it ain't gonna take that.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit.
We got this.
Think
on
about how long-
video.
no.
If you folks could see what this place looked like,
Beyond the camera.
yeah, beyond the camera,
Behind
you
the
would be
scenes.
appalled.
Yeah, I
This
didn't.
floor hasn't seen a vacuum since the Nixon administration.
Bullshit. I vacuumed it yesterday.
That's old,
You
brother.
must do a lot of damage in one night then.
A lot of damage.
He has a party. You don't know that?
Oh, I do.
Couple
Yeah.
friends over. You know.
No. It's just because of the fact
Chocolate
that I have
Twizzlers?
gotten a lot of extra tech in the last few weeks. I haven't found a place for everything.
Now, speaking a little bit into the future, not next week's show and not the week after next, but later on in June. Yeah, just chuck that thing. Get that out of here. I will be taking very vigorous notes on E3.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what I'm going to follow specifically is the PC and PlayStation releases. I'm also going to follow Bethesda's very closely.
I'm going to do a 100% review on Bethesda.
He's going to be a very big Bethesda guy.
yeah.
Oh, it's my phone.
And then Nintendo, I guess I'll kind of look into just
If need be, we can get Gavin back in here, who's
Sure.
our Nintendo expert.
because I'm going to be looking for a Mario Party, and hopefully Smash Bros isn't already out, is it?
No.
It's coming.
It's coming.
I need it to hurry up.
I think it's holiday 2018.
Oh God,
That's too long.
So long.
Come
to
on.
wait.
You know how bad it's going to be when we're at work? Black Friday.
I know.
Do you have this game?
Do you
No.
have, do you have Super Smash Brothers and the Switch? No, we're sold out. Why are you sold out?
Because you got here at
You came
3.
here at the last second.
Yeah, you
I
got
wanna
here at
speak to your
3
manager.
a.m.
He's
Then go
busy.
speak to a
And all of
manager.
the other ones that we had were ordered online the
Pretty
night
much.
before.
I just can't buy
We
this
can't
one.
even get those right, though. Like,
Well,
for real.
in any case,
Yeah.
I'll be
So-
following E3 closely. I'll probably have videos of the different events and then just kind of my thoughts on them
mhm.
Yep.
on
Yep.
my separate channel. So I'll probably do that.
Yep.
You know where to click. It's,
You-
it's up,
you know-
wrong way.
It's just a little down.
Down there.
Just-
should be
there's
right
just
down
some-
here.
Just a couple of
In
places you
Jeremy's
could check me
nether
out. Yeah, you
regions.
could just check me
Ew.
out there.
In his prison wallet.
So
Ooh, I didn't want to pull out
with
there.
that, look forward to the video game show being the second week in June or the third.
Say that.
No, it would be the second because June 10th. Yeah, so second week in June, it won't be a commenting on comics episode. It
Nope.
will be a
No.
commenting on
No.
video games episode.
Which we're going to find a better name for.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
commenting on comics is a bad name for it. So also be on the lookout. This will be the last post on the commenting on comics podcast channels. We're going to post this, leave that channel up there for about maybe 12 hours, and then we're going to migrate the accounts to the new PCP account, Pop Culture Peasants, which was not approved by Google Play under the same RSS feed. So we will be creating another podcast, which will take about 24 hours for it to...
Google is being a bit unreasonable.
And iTunes as well.
This
iTunes
is why
hasn't
we go
changed
to
either.
Apple.
Well,
But
at
we'll
least they're
figure it
not
out.
alone.
Yep.
So we'll nail that down so that all of the content is in one location.
Yes.
Indeed.
Just part of the process of renaming and rebranding, I suppose.
Yeah.
But the YouTube channel is up now.
Yes, it is.
It is now the repository for all of these videos. And with that, I think that's about all the news I had.
Yeah.
So for
I-
next week, what I was thinking, what I had in mind, since we couldn't get around to it the first time due to family concerns, no death or anything, just literally just minute things. Me and Jeremis and Lewis were unable to do the video game movie podcast. I will submit right now while I have everybody here. Would that be a good topic for next week's show?
I mean, yeah, I'll be okay with
Okay.
that.
There's
with that.
no other movie releases.
No, we were going to talk about State of Decay, but if we're live streaming it, we should be able.
Well, we can do that too.
Yeah.
We can
So-
throw in our thoughts about State of Decay next week, and then that'll be the preface for it. Plus, it's a video game topic anyway.
Yeah.
So I will go ahead and spend some of my time later on this week compiling a comprehensive list of all of the worst of the worst video game movies, which aren't hard to find, incidentally, if you can believe that.
Good majority of them.
Good majority of them. And like I said last time, Hardcore Henry, I will watch another time through so that I can appreciate what that movie did correctly and how the other movies failed.
I've never seen that movie on DVD.
Hardcore Henry?
Yeah.
You got to order it. I don't think I haven't seen it at any major retailer.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Yeah.
Not even at work. I don't even think when it came out you gotta
Amazon it.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a very it's a movie that appeals to a smaller audience than like the casual movie going people. And if you have any problems with motion sickness, I mean, my God, it's the worst thing you could possibly do to yourself. But if you don't and you enjoy video games, it's really awesome. It nails down all the elements of the first person shooter that you appreciate in your games. It gets right. So
also,
as
if
long
you're
as you
playing
enjoy
State of
that,
Decay, be careful because some of the camera blur, you can't turn it off.
Is that right?
So when you're dodging attacks,
because there's nothing in the settings either. Like change, like
there's no setting.
Like
you can't even bump it up to 60 frames.
Yeah, I did open it up and just see what like the settings were, and there's like. Literally, it's
barren,
bare to the bone settings. You can't change the refresh rate, you can't even do because I have an ultra monitor and I
can't even get it up to 1920.
Yeah, you can't. It's
1080 over 720.
Now is that seems like it's a problem unique to Microsoft.
Yeah,
it seems like they really don't care for their PC releases.
Yeah,
because it's not. It's on an Xbox game share play kind of thing. It's the only reason that it's on PC is so they can do cross-platform off of the Xbox platform.
Yeah.
You have to have Xbox Live Gold.
I was really hoping it got released for Steam because State of Decay, the first one, is on Steam, so it would have been nice for that to been on there. But they did with
give it 3.
Yeah, it's like anything else.
But the only problem
unless it's like Gears of War, Halo.
Yeah.
Just about anything else is gonna eventually.
I mean, it
is
unfortunate because it's like the most bare to the bone settings you can get, and it's like.
But the game's still fun.
Yeah, it's still.
I have to say,
good.
even the clunk errors and things like that, I'm still.
Yeah, it's still.
We'll have a better review on it next week.
So look forward to that. Are we all comfortable with the video game?
Yeah,
I'm fine with it.
We all cool with that?
Yeah.
All right, so that'll be the next show. So next Tuesday, we won't have to go see Deadpool, so we'll probably be starting a little bit earlier than this.
Unless you want to.
Not that it matters in a recording, but
no.
So look forward to that. I guess if nobody else has anything,
you have any objections? Any objections?
I'm good.
No objections in the court. The defense rests.
Okay.
All right. Well, I am Reed McKinney. It was a pleasure hosting you guys tonight.
And I'm Calvin.
I'm James.
And goodbye.
And we will see you next time.
I clicked see ya. It didn't work.